Have you ever felt like the problems you face only get more complicated because you talk about them too much? Or perhaps your emotions spiral out of control when you vent them on social media or to others? Sometimes, without realizing it, talking too much when we're emotional can actually make the situation worse. Yet, there's a simple solution we often overlook: silence. In this video, we'll discuss why silence is important and how it can help us deal with problems and emotions more wisely. So, make sure you watch this video till the end. Why talking too much doesn't solve problems. When we face problems, it's natural to want to talk about them with others. But have you ever felt that the more you talk about a problem, the more stressed you become? In reality, talking too much about a problem isn't always the solution. Sometimes, it actually makes the problem worse. For instance, when we vent to the wrong person, what do? Do they genuinely care? The truth is, most people are just curious, not truly concerned. They might listen to your story, but that doesn't mean it helps solve anything. And what about venting emotions on social media? The things we write when we're angry are often just garbage. Instead of finding solutions, we might expose our private matters or create new misunderstandings. Imagine posting an angry status on social media, only to regret it the next day because what you wrote hurt someone or made the situation worse. So what's the point of talking or writing too much when we're emotional? Sometimes, staying silent is a far wiser choice. The power of silence. Now let's talk about the power of silence. You might be thinking, what's so great about staying silent? Aren't problems meant to be faced, not avoided? But let's reflect on this. Silence doesn't mean we don't care or that we're giving up. Silence is an opportunity to pause, calm ourselves, and think more wisely before taking action or speaking. For instance, when you're angry about something, if you speak immediately, what usually comes out? Often it's hurtful words or things you don't really mean. Choosing silence in moments like these isn't a sign of weakness, it's a mark of maturity. Silence also gives us space to listen to our own hearts. When we stop talking, we become more attuned to what we truly feel and what the best solution might be. Think of it like muddy water. If you keep stirring it, it will never clear up. But if you let it sit still, the dirt will settle and the water becomes clearer. The same goes for our minds. So don't underestimate the power of silence. Sometimes staying silent helps us see problems more clearly, avoid unnecessary conflicts, and maintain healthy relationships with others. Wise ways to handle emotions and problems. After understanding the importance of silence, let's discuss how to wisely deal with emotions and problems. 1. Stop and calm yourself. When you feel your emotions rising, the first step is to pause. Don't react immediately, whether by speaking, posting on social media, or making decisions. Take a deep breath, sit quietly, or if needed, move to a more comfortable space. This is the first step to preventing actions you might regret later. 2. Avoid social media when emotional. Social media often becomes an outlet for emotions, but trust me, it's not the solution. What you write when angry often only makes the situation worse. Remember, the internet is like permanent ink. What you post can have lasting consequences. If necessary, put your gadgets aside until your emotions have fully settled. 3. Take time to reflect. Once your emotions have calmed, reflect on the issue. Ask yourself, what's the root of this problem? What am I really feeling? Sometimes we're angry not because of a big issue, but due to the buildup of unresolved small matters. By reflecting, we can see the problem more clearly and find better solutions. 4. Take time to pray or meditate. If the burden feels too heavy to bear alone, don't hesitate to turn to God. Spend time praying, reflecting, or meditating. Inner peace often brings unexpected solutions. 5. Talk to the right person. If you need to talk, choose someone you truly trust, someone who can offer solutions, not just listen without care. A wise friend or a mentor can be the best place to share your feelings. Remember, dealing with emotions and problems wisely doesn't mean holding everything in. It's about managing your emotions so they don't worsen the situation while finding the best solution with a clearer mind. When to speak up. Silence is important, especially for keeping emotions in check, but that doesn't mean we should stay silent forever. There are certain moments when we need to speak up. So, when is the right time to speak? 1. When silence is not respected. Sometimes we choose silence to maintain peace. However, if our silence is misunderstood or disregarded, that's when we need to speak up. Make sure to speak firmly but respectfully. For example, when someone repeatedly crosses boundaries, speak up to clarify how you feel and what you expect. 2. When a solution needs to be shared. Speaking up is essential when we have a solution or idea that could help resolve a problem. Don't hesitate to share your thoughts, especially if they can bring positive change. 3. speak with good intentions. Most importantly, speak up when it brings goodness for yourself and others. Kind words are like diamonds, beautiful, valuable, and impactful in a positive way. Remember, speaking should be done at the right time and place. Ensure that your intention is to solve problems or offer support, not merely to vent emotions. Conclusion. Friends, we've talked about silence, emotions, and how to face problems wisely. I hope this serves as a reminder for all of us. In the end, silence isn't about avoiding problems. It's about giving ourselves time to think, calm our hearts, and find the right solution. Silence is golden, but speaking wisely is like a diamond, beautiful and impactful. So, when problems arise, take a moment, breathe, and think about the best course of action. Don't let emotions control you. Instead, approach every action and word with wisdom. See you in the next video, and don't forget, always be mindful in your words and actions.